This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. It'll be the Celtics off the tip. Holiday with the ball. Pass to Brown. Here's the three. Sends it home from three-point land.
Three-point field goal.
Grant, one thing these teams have in common, they are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
Back to Booker. Shot clock at 6. Another shot. And he lays it in.
Boy, just tremendous focus from Devin Booker. On the interior, it matters not if he's facing size. Look out.
Now here's White. Not going to go that time. Ooh, great D that time from Dunn. Down low. Here's Richards. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
Here's Holiday, and he gets that one.
Yeah, in the paint, Holiday's agility makes him tough to contain. He just needs a little space to go to work.
Devin Booker is a two-guard, Doris. What's Book do that makes him special at that position?
I mean, so many things in terms of his skill. He's an elite shooter. He has become an excellent decision maker. He can get to the mid-range. He's a three-level scorer. There's so many things. But my favorite thing is watching this guy in an NBA Finals play with a broken nose, be hit repeatedly, and never flinch. His toughness and competitive edge is always there nightly, and I love that.
Now here's Brown. To the inside. Porzingis. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
Well, Kristaps Porzingis with that release point and that size, difficult to check in the painted area.
Bold. Uses the glass to finish the layup. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Yeah, and Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Yeah, we got it at least in 2016. Because we kept it, and I said we were gonna open it till we moved into the house that we were buying. No, the one that we built. I remember saying we're gonna open it when we move in, but then I ended up opening
for the Celtics.
So it would have had to be like.
And of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966.
After Black
Doris,
Friday.
you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
BA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already, and we're not even in the second half.
Here's Porzingis. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Budenholzer. I asked him, what makes Kristaps Porzingis such a great player? He said, look at him. He's over 7 feet. He's just a huge guy. Kristaps has serious...
Leave her.
skill on offense, and defensively that size can really be a
the way our
factor.
house
He's
is
a
set up
two-way
in,
problem. It'll be interesting to see how they play him tonight.
All right, Ellie, thanks once again. And Holiday powers it home.
I mean, you watch Holiday play this game. He just explodes off the screens. Very good in pick and roll.
But I don't think 100 inches is appropriate for that.
To the paint. Oh, no good. And Brown has got the ball here for Boston. Pass to Holiday. And here's Porzingis. Hole covering. And now the Suns fast break. For three, Allen. Porzingis grabs the board. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Tatum. Bull grabs the board.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness. Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Now here's Tatum. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. He takes it in. Oh, it's blocked by Bull. And now the Suns fast break. Shoots. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. All right, Doris, what's kind of an unsung stat you appreciate about the Suns lineup?
Wow, they are so gifted offensively. So I'd have to say very good at getting to the free throw line. That's important. Very good at baiting defenders and putting your opponent into the bonus. That's big. Attacking into coverage. They get to spend plenty of time at the free throw line. It's an underrated advantage, BA.
Okay, let's move.
How about a little bit of daylight is all Jaylen Brown needs, up off his feet in a hurry.
Allen, left side. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Brown with the steal. Deflected. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Celtics out in front. They're up by one. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
Oh, we had a big breakthrough. Hey, move from her. Get away from her. Don't touch the chair, because if you squish her fingers.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Celtics.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
We need to stop eating that stuff.
Martin inside. Just 5 to shoot. Allen with it. Now guarded by White. Pass to Lee. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Okay, thanks.
Outside, Brown. Another miss by Brown. The Suns trailing. Here's Lee. Sinks it from distance.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Three-pointer, O'Neal gets the three ball to go. O'Neal's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Here's White. Still no points. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Outside Tatum. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Tatum. Tatum drills the three.
Jason Tatum has built such consistency from beyond the arc. Doesn't matter if there's a contest or not.
Here's Lee. Here's Bull. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And Phoenix has possession. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. And that one's good. Bull.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful. And because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Back to White.
One color again.
Inside. Porzingis. Porzingis punishing inside.
Derek White does a little bit of absolutely everything for this team. And what I love the most, his ability to pass it at a high level.
To the middle. Beal outside. All right, Doris, you look at the criteria for traveling in the NBA. You think it's called often enough?
You know, B.A., I'm not sure the answer to that. It's amazing to me the speed with which these officials have to make the calls. Sometimes you go back and watch it, what looks like a travel is not, or what's not called a travel is. This is actually a harder issue than people think. Devin Booker will flat put it to you on the three-point line. Don't give him any open shots.
Celtics trail by 6.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Pass to Horford. And Horford powers it home.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Beal. Boston pulls it in. 1:33 left in the second period. Tatum with it. Dunn in his pocket. Pass to Porzingis. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Porzingis has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, he's got the green light. Porzingis understands. Be ready on the catch.
Outside Booker. Back to Richards. Here's Dunn. Beal outside. Pass to Richards. Goes back up. Again, the Suns good for 2. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. It's a 3-point game. Here's Tatum.
Good D.
Hey, Tatum getting it done inside.
Well, off the dribble, Jason Tatum continues to perfect multiple options in his arsenal.
Booker on the take. Right side Bull. Outside for Booker. Pass to Dunn. Beal outside. Booker surveying the D. Here's Dunn. 5 on the clock. Off target from 3-point range. Now Tatum. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Suns ahead, up by 1. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Here's Booker. And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, B.A., if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that. That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Celtics trail by 3. Oh, Brown just throws it down.
And Holiday takes this responsibility seriously. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to them.
Beal surveying the D to the paint. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. Allen on the wing. Let's go with a three. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal. Allen's got 5 points now in the quarter. Whoa! Jaylen Brown, do it!
We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
Pass to Allen. Back to Beal. Got a hand on it.
That's anticipation on the defensive end by Derek White. Send it back, young sir.
Tatum, good.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
And it's Phoenix's ball. And he's made a case for first-team all-defense. Doris Jaylen Brown, the complete game.
Brian, what you love to see from a great player that's just entering their prime is the pride they take in being well-rounded. Do you want to absorb a big-time defensive assignment? Jaylen Brown wants to do exactly that.
Tatum from long range. It's hauled in by Beal.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
It's stolen by Holiday. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. White for three. Nails it from three. And the Celtics lead by one.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White, rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Outside Booker. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. That one on White. Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Close game.
Boston trailing. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Craig. Unable to get that one. Excellent D there from O'Neal. Inside. Pass to Martin. For three. Rebounded by the Celtics. And there's the call on Cody Martin. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
A minute 37 left in the third quarter. And Phoenix has possession. They lead by one. For three, Allen nails it from beyond the arc. Allen's got 10 points in the game.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Holiday with the ball. Picked up by Plumlee. Again, the miss by Boston. The Suns lead by 4. Here's Allen. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Great hit ahead in transition, advancing the ball, creating an easy look.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
1:03 left in the third.
He needs to be taken to the pharmacy.
Outside Tatum. Again, the miss by Boston.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
And stolen by Porzingis. Pass to Brown to halt the run. Here he goes. And Brown with the stuff.
The passing, the shooting, the scoring, it's all clicking right now for Jaylen Brown.
And here's Allen from behind the arc. Porzingis grabs the board. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's White. Oh, send it home, Derek White.
Derek White saying it's not just the big fellas who've got some hops. I can put it down. Yes, sir.
Outside Booker. There's the drive. Good work defensively by White. And so it's Grayson Allen making it happen for Phoenix. He put together 10 points in
the Celtics. 42.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. Trailing by 2. Outside Porzingis. To tie it up. Can't tie it up. That one misses. And here are the Suns. A nice shot by Richards.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Right side Holiday. And Holiday powers it home.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Here's Lee. Pass to Richards. Porzingis grabs the board. It's Brown on the wing. And that'll be Boston's ball as it goes out of bounds. Celtics able to keep possession here. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. The score now all even.
Jason Tatum's jumper is just so pure. This guy is on point with the midi right now.
Pass to Dunn. Now Richards, pounded by Tatum. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Pass to Dunn. Martin outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Plumlee. Oh, he cocks it back and throws it down right on Porzingis.
I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. It's stolen by Holiday. Dunn with a steal. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
Why are you making so much noise?
Here's Martin. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Just a great job running the floor in transition. Now, he realized they were tiring out the defense early, and they took full advantage.
He's perfect from the line this time. Celtics trail by 6. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Well, Jason Tatum in a big moment. He is unafraid.
And here's Booker. Outside O'Neal. Once again, off the mark by Phoenix. Back to Tatum. Oh, Tatum taking flight.
When you allow Jason Tatum to build momentum offensively, it can be a scary night.
Beal outside. Pass to Bowl. The 3 is up. Boston pulls it in.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Here's Brown. Oh, Jaylen Brown! A strong finish.
You can tell Jaylen Brown embraces these kinds of moments. Big-time bucket.
Pass to O'Neal. Outside Booker. It's Martin on the wing. Pocket 6. Here's Bowl.
Oh, come on, bro.
A swat by Porzingis, that wingspan, letting you know he's in the house.
And here's Tatum. It's Brown on the wing. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. And it's Phoenix's ball. Beal with it. Picked up by Tatum. Outside O'Neal. Pass to Beal. There's a screen by Bowl. Martin with the ball. Fires the 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Here's Holiday. Yes! Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings them within 1. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That was a close game with 19 seconds to go out.
Good on the first. And that'll put them up 2. So he gets them both. And it's a 3-point game.
A bit of heroics at the line right there as he bumps their lead to 3 and makes things a little easier for them defensively.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a 3-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Oh, they get a hand on it. And now they foul and stop the clock. And no good as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. So he can't get either to fall.
Oh, that could have been the end of it. Instead, he hands them a lifeline.
3-pointer Holiday. He's off from 3. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for your Suns. Taking 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Phoenix making a switch here. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 5-point game.
That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
And the Celtics call time here. They trail by 5. All right, guys, what's your take?
A lot to talk about here, but hey, this game is likely out of reach.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
So Phoenix wins it. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce.
Ow, Michaela, you scratching me. Get off me, man. You just scratched the heck out of me.